Greetings everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Unclear and today we're back with another Xur video. Now this weekend's kind of special, so we have Heavy Metal, the new PvP game mode being tested. We can earn some pretty cool rewards. But for now, we're going to jump in and see what Xur is selling. For all my new light and returning players, Xur can be found in the bazaar right here, just across from Ikora Ray. Alright, let's see what he's selling, see if it's worthwhile. Alrighty, first things first, he has the Cold Heart Catalyst and the Polaris Lance Catalyst. If you do not have either of those, I would recommend picking up the Polaris Lance Catalyst first, and then picking up Cold Heart second. Polaris Lance Catalyst is fantastic, especially for GM and harder content. Alrighty, for hunters we have the Knucklehead Radar with a 66 stat roll. That's not bad at all. If you have a lesser stat roll, I'd say pick this one up until you get a better stat roll. The distribution's kind of off. I would probably want Intellect or Discipline rather than Strength, but it's still there. It's still got decent resilience, especially for a hunter piece of gear. Right, we have the Peregrine Greaves for the Titan. Now these are actually fantastic. They can absolutely one-shot champions in GM content with Shoulder Strike, especially if you're on a Void Titan. 67 stat roll makes them pretty useful. So if you do not have a set and you're looking at getting a set, pick these up because they're worthwhile. Right, and we have the Wings of Sacred Dawn for the Warlock. I wouldn't bother with the stat roll. 65 stat roll and just a absolute waste of time. And then we have the exotic class items this week, so be sure to pick those up if you haven't got them. Now, you can get them from here, you can get them from the overworld in Pale Heart, but you have to finish Dual Destiny before you can buy these. So, if anyone needs help with Dual Destiny, let me know down below. Next time I'm on, I'll be helping people through the Dual Destiny content. Alrighty. Make sure you pick up your exotic ciphers when you need them, because you can carry up to 5 of these, and with the new DLC coming, I would recommend picking these up. Strange offers, as always. They got enhancement cores. I always pick these up because weapon crafting and living out weapons and gear, you never know how many of these you're actually going to need. And if I do replace them, actually really good glimmer storage as well. Also Ascendant shards, glimmer and things, but don't pick these up from here. Alright, in terms of weapons, we have Hawkman with surplus, don't bother. The Arbalist, now. All you new light players, you must pick this up. If you are going to do the dungeon event this week and do not have this weapon, be sure to pick this up. Ghost of the Deep Dungeon requires an Arbalist to drop their enemy shields as fast as humanly possible. Arbalist is a one-shot pop, which means you can do damage straight away. Trust me when I say this, this is a weapon you'll want to pick up this week if you do not have one. Alright, then we have Hardlight. Neither here nor there, wouldn't bother. And Queen Break, if you don't have it, great DPS option for almost everything. Be sure to pick this up. And if you want to pick this up and then unlock the Catalyst, solo queue your own private matches with this equipped and you'll just get it dropped in 2 or 3 games. Takes no time at all. Alright, we have Shotguns, until it's shown, don't bother. Nightshade, it's not bad. It's not a bad PvE roll, PvP roll, sorry. It's a nice weapon, so I'd probably pick this up if I didn't have anything, but I do, so I won't. We have Widow's Bite, wouldn't bother. Grid Skipper, I do like this Pulse Rifle. I don't like this roll, but it's not bad. I don't think Xur's inventory changes, but definitely keep an eye out for this weapon if you want to keep it into inventory. We have 7th Seraph Sword, which is one of my favourite LMGs of all times. And this one is actually one of my favourite rolls that you can get on this weapon. Increasing stability with a clown cartridge. You get about 67 meg, I think it was. And Firing Line. Firing Line is a great team shot buff weapon. You get like a 15 to 20% damage increase when standing next to your teammates. So standing in a well, especially if it's DPS meter, you get an increase to damage. It's really nice. We have Burgundy's Memory GL. Wouldn't bother with that either. Eternity's Edge sword wouldn't bother with that either. Because the armor, I'll have the Hunter and Titans on screen, and I'll circle any ones that are worthwhile picking up. But for Warlock, 65 gloves, 65 chest piece, 62, 67. I'd pick up the boots based on their stat roll, but I wouldn't pick up anything else. So that is what Xur is selling this week. Hope that helps you guys out. Be sure to pick up the Arbalest if you don't already have it, because Ghost of the Deep will be a nightmare dungeon to run with the Right of the Nine. Because that dungeon is not a nice dungeon to run. The shields will make you cry a little bit, especially if you cannot break them instantly. DPS phases will basically you just be breaking a shield and DPS phase will end. Alrighty, that is it for Xur this week. We also have heavy metal starting this week, so be sure to check that out. I'll cover that in a different video. Until next time, I'll say all thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, take care, and bye for now.